Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, thank you so much for clicking this link and coming to see this video. So I can promise you that so whatever you have clicked to this link, it will be that purpose will be served. Okay, I'll give you. Whatever I'm telling you in this video is out of my experience. Whatever I did, I'm just sharing with you. Okay, so I hope if you can follow that, you will be able to do it. Okay, so maybe the those who are watching this video can be anybody, right? uh, it might be a student, it might be a housewife, it might be employed person, whoever. You might have faced different situations in your life that made me to click this video. Okay, so please watch until the end of this video. There will be a short video. So first of all, let me start with a small incident in my life which I uh, found out these things, or whatever I told you now. These are the things I did. I will be sharing it, but whatever whatever I did because of this particular incident. Okay, so the incident is nothing but I was a when I was in plus 2, I was a class topper in language. Okay, in Hindi and English, I was a class topper. I've got 100 marks in Hindi and 92, 93 something marks in English. That was a class, like I was the highest person. I'm not telling the whole Kerala. I was not like that. I studied in a state syllabus, so that made me feel like, okay, I'm a good I'm expert in English. I can handle that subject very fluently, very efficiently, and blah 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 blah. But this particular incident that uh, you know teach me that or sorry taught me that I was wrong. The incident is nothing but when I went to college, still that you know the thought was there with me that I am good in English. I can be, I am fluent in English, and all these thoughts was there in my mind, or not mind, it was there in my head. Okay, so one a program was happening in my college. I think one placement cell program was happening. That is, many companies will come to our college to recruit from our students. So we were in second years at that time, and me and some of my friends were in the placement cell. We were working in the placement cell, and of course our the hidden agenda behind that working in placements is nothing but we also are in need of a job. So maybe while working in the placement cell, it might help us to get a job, or maybe some experience we have thought, or maybe we get some contacts. That was a hidden agenda. So that's why we started working in a placement cell. So what happened is that I was a person who was in charge of I don't remember what was exact duty I had, but I remember that I was communicating to some of the HR officials who came in for the interviews and all, for the recruitment and all. So when I was communicating to the people, one of my friend was there with me. Actually, he's my classmate, not a close friend, but he is a good friend. So he was there with me. So he was watching all these things, what that I'm communicating to that particular person. That he was from Bangalore, I think Bangalore or Chennai. So obviously I have to speak in English. So I have been talking to him, like whatever he asking, I have been responding to him. And the same way, like I was talking to the students also. So I was very confident when I spoke. Okay, that is a highlight. I don't know whether I am speaking correctly or not, but it was there in my head. No, like I'm the topper. I was a topper. So whatever I speak, it might be correct only. So that was there in my head, and I was been, communicating to them very, very fluently, very effortlessly. I was communicating, and when I came back from that room, this friend, okay, we both came out of the room, and while we were standing in the corridor, he told me something. He told me that he asked me, actually, Shilpa, can I tell you something? Please don't take it bad, but just I want to just to tell. I just want to tell you this. I said, okay, yeah, tell me, da, what is the problem? What is the matter? You tell me. And he said, Shilpa, your English is not good. You need to improve because your pronunciation, your vocabulary, and you need to work on it, Shilpa. It's not that good. You can imagine my situation, how it will be. So I just maybe I don't know from where I fell down. I don't know, but it was a good realization. So initially I was like very shocked, very sad, very depressed. But later on, I thought I think about it. I was thinking about this. I came to know that okay, maybe he might have said correct. Whatever he said might be correct. So I thought, okay, what can I do? That was a thought in my mind. Okay, I need to do something. So at that time, I don't have anybody to guide me. Even my parents were not that much of educated. They were like they don't know how to guide me. My I had some close friends. They are also same like me only. Uh, they too don't have this much of any background. Like they are not also not fluent English. They don't know. They also don't know how to speak. They whatever I did, like I that mug up letter, textbooks or question answers, whatever it is, they also do the same. We don't know what to do. So what I did at that time was I have some resources and I utilized it. Okay, that first resource which I had was library, a college library. Whenever I get free time, I went there. Instead of picking the Malayalam newspaper, I picked up the English newspaper. Even I don't understand many of the headings or many of the news or many things I didn't understood, but I made sure that I read it at least 10 minutes. I read the newspaper at least for 10 minutes, a minimum of 10 minutes. I just go through the pictures, I just go through the headings alone, but I made sure that I pick up at least one word which is not familiar for me. So that was the one thing which I did. And the other thing was I used to uh, listen. Okay, I used to listen the sense maybe it actually in the initial days I thought okay I from today onwards, from this moment, this second, I will watch only English films. That was a thought in my head, obviously, but it doesn't work for me because I was not that much fond of English movies. I do love Malayalam movies and Hindi Tamil movies. I was not that much of fond of English movies. Okay, what it initially I told you, no, I just started off with English movies. I thought okay, Harry Potter will work, but without subtitles I didn't even understand a word. So I thought okay, for subtitles, for regular subtitles we can go for the news. So I usually whenever I get time I do watch these in news channels, but sometimes it also get bored. uh, but I can say that I made sure that daily I was listening to something that in proper accent maybe, or at least I can say Indian accent. Not that we when we speak we don't have to. Even though it is like I thought that we don't have to get that accent, but whatever we want is to communication, right? We need a fluent and easy communication. We need. That is the main motto of communication. The other person should understand what you are saying. That is the main thing. And accent and all, it will come later. So I was not pushing myself to go to get that accent, but I made sure that I listen to something daily and I read something daily. And I have got help from some of my friends, and I asked them like I want to read something. Do you have any books or something in English? So I was just a beginner, okay. So they gave me the book of Chetan Bhagat, the writer. So I started reading his books. It was very simple English, very simple novels, but it gave me confidence. Okay, okay, I can also understand this. I am able to understand these things which he has wrought. That is another thing which I did. And another thing which I did and failed was talking to them, because we know that we know English. Okay, we are good. Maybe I am able to write in English. I can understand English. I can read English. Okay, I have the reading skill. I have the listening skill. I have the writing skill. But the main thing is in our mouth, right? We have to speak English. So for that, first what I did was, and I failed, was talking to my friends, very close friends. I told them that I will today onwards I will speak only English, and I started speaking to them. But their response was very bad actually. Not they didn't tease me actually, but they didn't respond to me very well. Whenever I speak English, I wanted them to reply to me back in the same way which I am communicating to them, but they were very shy, they were very hesitant to do that. So I have to drop that plan. And what I did was, for me, the only person who will be, will be there with me is me only. Okay, for Shilpa is Shilpa will be there. So that realization helped me to do this thing, that I every day I stand in front of my mirror and I started to speak. Okay, at that time I don't have a proper mobile phone with, even that smartphone I've came in, but I didn't have a proper phone. So I took the help of the mirror daily, maybe in bathroom mirror or in my room's mirror or wherever it is. I started speaking to myself. Maybe it was like I maybe the some interviews which I'm giving. I think like I'm interviewing I'm giving interviews to some people or something, like maybe I take the newspaper and I will act like a news reporter, maybe news reader, and I started speaking. Many ways I have did to practice this, but make sure that I'm speaking something. Okay, so this gave me the underconfidence. So these are the skill I wanted to tell you also, not the skill, these are the things which I did. So this is the just tips which I have to you. Daily make sure that you are reading something daily, on a daily basis, because you have phone with you. I'm not telling that you need to read the newspaper, but you have Instagram, you have Facebook. If you are following some influencers, they might be posting something daily, right? Maybe that's their stories or that's their post, uh, anything, and it can be anything. But make sure that you are reading something in English every day, but make sure that it is good English. Okay, that person can is good in English and you are uh, uh, you are reading it. Make sure that you are reading something daily. Or you have phone, right? Every time you have phone, every time when you are opening the phone, go to Google or type some today's news or something, whatever it is, it coming in, just read it. Make sure that you are finding out one new word for you. Maybe you can find out, if you are reading something you can understand, right? Maybe one of the word might not be getting, you not be getting the meaning of that particular word, and just remember that word and go in search of that word's meaning, and then try to utilize that word wherever you speak. Okay, so that is the one thing which I tell you, that reading habit and picking up the unknown word, that's the one thing you can do. And the other is listen. If you are have a habit of reading, I mean listening to music, go for some English songs if you have. Or I can say something which, as I already told you, you can go to the Instagram itself, you can see somebody like maybe many influencers were there in Instagram who are regularly updating their feed with these kind of videos. Okay, it can be anybody. If you are a person who's uh, I think there is a Swamiji called Gaur Gopal Das, right? I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it correctly, but he do update. He do have a lot of videos, or Sadhguru's videos are there. It is all there in simple English. Okay, you can understand that. Or maybe anybody, if you think you are able to understand, you love to watch, you can watch their videos. Uh, Listening skill that you need to work on. And the third thing I can say, you can write whatever it's coming to you. In your mind, or whatever you want to tell somebody, you can write it. Or if you are not able to write it, what can you do is, you have a phone, you have WhatsApp, you usually chatting to somebody, or whenever you chatting with somebody, you're talking to somebody, type it in English. Okay, whatever it is, if you are communicating in your maybe regional language, or maybe your comfort language, switch it out to English. At least one word or at least a sentence you type it in English. Because when you suddenly started typing every word in English or everything in English, they will also try to tease you. Oh, why you are started speaking English, or what you are going through, and it might discourage you. So start with small sentence, at least one or two sentences in English, and then go to the another language. So slowly you will get back to that track. Okay, that is the one thing. Another thing which you can do, and the last and the foremost thing is, practice to yourself. Go to the mirror, or get the mirror, or get the camera, start speaking to yourself. It can be anything. It can be anything under the sea. It might be your emotions, it might be your feelings, it can be anything. But make sure that you are speaking to yourself. That will give you confidence, that will encourage you, that will motivate you. Okay, so you need that listening skill. You need to listen to somebody daily, you need to read daily, at least for a 5 minutes or maybe one page, whatever it is, but make sure that you are reading something. then you have to write it. Maybe you can chat to somebody, uh, you can write something, whatever it is. And also that you have to practice by speaking. If you are okay, you can talk to your mom. She won't if she won't tease you, right, she won't discourage you. Or else if you have a baby, you can talk to that baby, because they are not going to respond you back, or they are not going to tease you. That will give you confidence. Or else you can, maybe if you have a very close friend, you can talk to that friend. Or if you don't have anybody, don't worry, you have your phone, you have your mirror, go and start speaking. Okay, so these are my small tips. If you like it, or if you find it useful, please like this and share this, and let me know in the comment section. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.